What's up, guys? About a week ago, this happened. That's right, I finally got a one-arm chin-up. I'm super excited about it, and how weird is it that a crowd erupted into applause right after I did it in my own living room? Just kidding, that didn't happen, nobody cares. Super pumped, I finally got my one-arm chin-up, and today I'm gonna show you guys my top 3 favorite exercises to help you get a one-arm chin-up. Before we get started, 2 things really quick. First thing is no amount of regular pull-ups or chin-ups will ever equal a one-arm pull-up. Here's what I mean by that. If you can do 10, 20, 30, 50 reps of normal pull-ups, and let's be real, no you can't. But if you can, that's amazing. But even if you can do all those reps, that doesn't necessarily mean you'll be able to get a one-arm pull-up. I talk to people all the time who say they can do 10, 20 pull-ups, but when they try a one-arm pull-up or a one-arm chin-up, they can't even get close. And that's totally normal. Doing a lot of reps means you have a lot of muscular endurance, but being able to do a one-arm pull-up or a one-arm chin-up means you have a lot of muscular strength. So it's not the same, and the way you train for those 2 things should be different. Second thing is, before you start working on a one-arm chin-up or a one-arm pull-up, you should be able to do 12 to 15 regular pull-ups with full range of motion with great form. And here's what that means. This is not a pull-up. This is not a pull-up. This right here is definitely not a pull-up. A pull-up should be done with full range of motion. That means we're hanging with our arms straight at the bottom, our chin passes the bar at the top. We're going controlled through that entire range of motion. That's what a pull-up should look like, guys. If you're able to do 15 or 20 pull-ups with bad form, I would much rather you do 5 reps with great form. Anytime I'm training someone, I always tell them, leave your ego at home. I know it feels good to say you can do 30 reps, but if those are half reps, if those are reps with bad form, you're not gonna get the best results and you're not gonna get much stronger. That's why there are a lot of people who work out for years and they look the same and they wonder why. A lot of people are working out with bad form. So work out with good form, do your pull-ups with good form. If you can do 12 to 15 real pull-ups, you're ready to start working on a one-arm chin-up or a one-arm pull-up. Let's get started. These are my top 3 favorite exercises to achieve the one-arm chin-up. So number 3 on this list is gonna be weighted pull-ups. Weighted pull-ups are an amazing way to build the strength necessary to do a one-arm pull-up or a one-arm chin-up. And listen, earlier I told you guys no amount of pull-ups with 2 arms would equal a one-arm pull-up. And that's not true if you add weight. If you can pull a heavy enough weighted pull-up, you're gonna have the strength necessary to do a one-arm pull-up or a one-arm chin-up. And again, we're not training for muscular endurance, right? We're training for muscular strength. So don't throw on a little bit of weight and do sets of like 10 to 12 reps with weight. You wanna do low reps. So I would recommend 3 to 5 reps per set. Rest as much as you need to in between sets. 5 sets of 5 reps is a good rep scheme for this. Sometimes I even do 6 sets of 3 reps, but the point is I'm not doing very many reps because the intensity is really high. These clips you guys are watching now, I'm doing weighted pull-ups with 65 pounds attached to my body. That's pretty good for me. I can get like 5 or 6 solid reps with that much weight, maybe even like 4 or 5 reps, honestly, with really clean form. So again, lots of weight when you do weighted pull-ups. Make the intensity high, make it difficult. Weighted pull-ups are an amazing way to build the strength you need for a one-arm pull-up. That's number 3. Let's move on to number 2. All right, number 2 on this list of my 3 favorite exercises to achieve a one-arm pull-up is assisted one-arm pull-ups. Now here's the deal, I've said this in videos before, the best way to get better at anything is to go out and do that thing. So the best way to become a better rock climber is to rock climb. The best way to become a better runner is to run. Yeah, there are exercises you can do to help you in rock climbing besides rock climbing, and there are exercises you can do to help you be a better runner, but nothing is gonna beat actually running or actually rock climbing or actually doing a one-arm pull-up in this case. Now, you're watching this video because you can't do a one-arm pull-up yet, and that's fine, but you can do assisted one-arm pull-ups, and there are a couple different ways to do assisted one-arm pull-ups. One way is with a band. You take the band, you throw it over the pull-up bar, and then you put one hand on the pull-up bar, and the other hand actually grabs the band. Now, the lower you grab that band, the more difficult it becomes. So start with your hand nice and high on that band. But by doing reps this way, you're gonna focus on whichever arm is on the actual bar, and you only wanna pull lightly against the band. So try not to pull on the band with all your strength. Focus most of your strength and most of your pulling on the arm that's holding onto the bar. That's one great way to do assisted one-arm pull-ups. Another great way is to actually stand in the band. Throw that band around the pull-up bar. Now grab one hand on the pull-up bar, let the other arm hang off, and just go ahead and rep it out that way. That's gonna get your body going through that range of motion. It's gonna condition your muscles, get it used to it. Obviously, a thicker band will be easier, a thinner band will make it harder. And then the last way, this is another really common way, is archer pull-ups. Archer pull-ups look like this. So if you notice, I'm pulling to one side, and look at my assisting arm. My assisting arm is totally straight. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling up to the one side, getting that full range of motion, chin passes the bar, and my assisting arm is totally straight. One of the most common mistakes I see with Archer pull-ups is the assisting arm bends. And listen, it's not an easy move to do. It's difficult to do and keep that assisting arm straight, but it is possible. If you're not capable of doing it with your assisting arm straight, that's fine. But your goal should be eventually to be able to do an Archer pull-up with your assisting arm totally locked out. That way all of your focus is on that bent arm, that one arm that we're focusing on strengthening. All right, guys, time to wrap this video up, and I will finish with my absolute favorite exercise to train for the one-arm pull-up, and that is negative one-arm pull-ups. For those of you who don't know what a negative is, I'm gonna try to explain it as simply as I can. During any exercise, there's a portion of the exercise where you're contracting the muscle, and there's a portion of the exercise where you're lengthening the muscle. So with a bicep curl, when I curl that weight up, that's contracting the muscle, right? And then when I lower it, that's lengthening the muscle. The negative portion of an exercise is the portion of the exercise where you're lengthening the muscle, or when you're going down. So with a pull-up, if I pull up to the top and then slowly go down, that's considered the negative portion of the pull-up, right? Here's something for everybody to know. Your body can handle more load during the negative portion of an exercise than it can during the positive portion of an exercise. So here's what I mean. If I can curl 30 pounds, 40 pounds, but I can't curl 50 pounds, if I can use both hands to help me get that weight up, I can do a negative with 50 pounds. My body can handle more load during the negative portion of an exercise than it can during the positive portion of an exercise. So because you can overload your body during the negatives are a great way to gain strength. If you check out this clip right here, you can see me doing a negative of a one-arm pull-up, and like I said, it's all about tempo. You wanna go down as slow as you can, all the way to the bottom. Then again, you can just do a regular pull-up to get back to the top. You can jump back to the top, whatever you gotta do. Then again, control as much as you can on the way down. But here's the deal. Doing a negative one-arm pull-up is really, really tough, and it puts a lot of tension on the elbow, on the shoulder. So let's go back to number 2, that other way that I told you guys to practice for the one-arm pull-up, and that was assisted one-arm pull-ups. All those progressions I showed you, you can do a negative in any of those ways with the assisted one-arm pull-up. Here I'm showing you with gymnastic rings. This is just a great way for me to do negative one-arm pull-ups. I really like doing Archer pull-ups with gymnastics rings. But like I said, doing a negative, pick one of those assisting exercises I showed you before and do a negative with any of those assisting exercises, man. Going slowly through that range of motion on the way down will definitely help you build up the strength to get the one-arm pull-up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something. Comment below if you have any questions about the one-arm pull-up. I'd love to help you guys answer any questions you might have. Also, like, subscribe. Let me know what other tutorials you guys want. Let me know what other information you guys might want. Looking forward to the next video. See you there. Peace out.